name is Kodi. I'm the bride.
My name is Bridgette Jefferson, and I am the bride. I'm from Humphrey. I graduated from Humphrey High School, and I went to college at UALR. Actually, I graduated class of '99. Woohoo!
My name is Kodi. I'm the groom. Born and raised in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Graduated from Pine Bluff High, class of '97. And I went to UAPB for 3 years, but unfortunately did not cross the plank. I am a producer, engineer of the music that you hear a lot around the state, different areas.
It's gotta be love, 'cause now I'm down on one knee. It was like at the first sight, even though I didn't get it the first night.
Work good, you know, working at Lennox, assembler at the plant, you know. They know me out there. What's happening? Everything's good, as good as can be, as you know, what we would call good. You know, living is okay. We're here. We're able to make it and see the next day. And, you know, a little bit later, we'll see a little bit more of what's to come. One of the craziest places, you know.
Yes, it's funny. We actually met
at the liquor store.
Which
was actually across the street from me at the point in time.
When I pulled up, he was sitting in the car, and I went in to cash my check.
I was in the car, and I saw her go in the store, and I went in the store. But I didn't have no money to buy nothing, so I just looked around and, you know, waited. Then I got in the car because she was taking a long time.
And when I came back out, he was still sitting in the car, and I was like, oh God, I hope he is not finna say nothing to me.
You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't getting nothing, so I didn't want to just be steady staring at her, because then I think I'm just really staring at her. And so I waited on her to come to the car.
And of course, here he comes. So I'm like, that. So he asked me what was my name, and I guess that I have a boyfriend or whatever, and I gave him my number or whatever. And I guess I should have asked him, did he have a girlfriend, before I gave him my number, because he told me he had a girlfriend.
Almost let her drive out. She almost drove right out of my life, but something said, you know, say something to her.
He called me a couple times, and I had him on the Vogue every time. He asked me to come see him. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll be over there. I had other stuff. I set him up probably about 2 weeks in a row.
Well, after we met, it you know, things especially wasn't going like what it seemed. Thought we wasn't even gonna jump nothing off, but after, I guess it was maybe being in the relationship that I was in, and it was so hectic, and, you know, seeing the hecticness of everything, us kind of being that calming factor that, you know, when we got together, you know, at that point in time, which wasn't good, but, you know, I guess that's why I was doing that, you know, because eventually it was, you know, things would unfold for us to be together and to get on the track, which leads us to where we are today.
And finally he quit calling me. So I was like, okay, no. So I guess I got bored one day. I don't know. I was like, well, let me call this guy, you know, let me see what he's doing or whatever. So I finally had called him, and I met up with him or whatever, and
I guess that's how we are today, where we are today, rather.
It's history now. since that day we kicked it, we've been inseparable.
Marriage is a very sacred agreement between two people who, you know, which some people will kind of jumping into it too fast because they might not know they can live together, because it's more than just being together. You know, you gotta be able to live a long time. So, you know, once you do it, it's you know, that's it. Really just ready to go ahead and, you know, ready to go ahead and make that step. So I guess the nervousness was all in thinking and before I asked.
My views of marriage is basically it's sacred between a husband and a wife, you know, a man and a woman. Really no one can break that bond. You know, it's supposed to be a strong bond. Keep God first. With God, I think it's all possible.
God formed the grip of it tight.
It was on Valentine's Day, but I had a card that was one of those fold out action kind of cards or whatever. So it had a little pop out and everything. So you open it, it pop out and spread out. So I actually drew the words on there and added that in there with the ring. But you know, she thought it was just a card at first. You know, you read it, and then at the top, then now you see "We married me" with the ring taped on there. You know, it was you know, real surprising. I wish for us to, you know, work through our problems, you know, at a lower tone at times, and I believe everything else will sell itself.
I knew Kodi was the one. Once we started hanging out, we basically were inseparable. I breathe in, he breathed out. So, you know, I'm like, anybody can put up with me because I'm a little mean. That's what they tell me. But if they can put up with me, then I'm like, well, hey, you know, he's a keeper. So he proposed on Valentine's night. Actually, it was the 15th though, because we had worked all night the 14th and we didn't get off till 2 that morning. But once we got home, he came, you know, we exchanged our gifts, and he had a card. And in my card, it was a pop-out card, and it had the ring and stuff in there. He had a little note, you know, and asked me would I marry him. And so I was like, oh, you know, I was crying and everything, but yeah, that's it.
You still had a card?
Yeah, I still have it.
Making me feeling I want it. Painting us a heart in the sky with the art of love. There's just something about what you
My wish for Kodi is keep doing what you're doing. I think he's gonna be a great husband, and I just wish him the best of luck.
You know, I love you, and we finally making it. You know, we had a long road. You know, we broke up, and I guess it was actually meant to be. Because, like I said, when we broke up, I, you know, like thinking that, you know, that was it. But we actually made it.
Well, Kodi, first of all, I want to tell you that I love you, and if you will listen a little more, then I think we'll go a long way. I love you.